Hi everybody, I'm Thor Newsome. I'm host of the Alpha Team channel, and this is my dad, Keith Newsome.
Hello everybody, welcome to the One Backpack channel. Thor is assisting me tonight. We're doing an educational video, and this is what, like take 15 or something?
I think maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, we should probably learn how to edit, because how many times have we started this thing?
Probably 16, 17, maybe 20 times so far.
A lot. We're going to keep it simple. So this bag here has basic survival gear in it. We call it the 10 C's of survivability. So everything in this bag has multiple uses. Everything in this bag is the same foundational equipment we put in all our kits, whether it's a small 1 or 2 day pack like this, individual pack, or it's a larger family kit in a large backpack or in a suitcase or in the trunk of your car. So what we're going to do, son, is I'm going to step behind the camera and I'm going to film you while you unpack this. Make sure when you unpack it, you set each item down where people watching can see the contents.
Okay.
And then describe the contents. If you get balled up, you don't know what it is, just say, hey Dad, help me out here, and I will add content to your video. Are we good?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and start unpacking that thing.
Okay. Let's grab these.
So we did a review on the Camelback Hog pack the other night. So that's same pack, just different color.
So the first item is a water container. You can use it for many uses. One of them is to store water or to purify water.
How do you purify the water in that?
By boiling water.
That's right.
Now we have a dry pack, which is like an inner pack to keep things dry. So inside of it, we have...
Why do you want to keep things dry?
If you're crossing through a river and it's something that you need for later, like an electronic device. So first is gloves, PPE for your hands. Just in case there's an earthquake, everything's gonna be broken. You gotta have some gloves. So now we tent stakes. These are always good for if you're out in the wilderness.
Yeah, we'll talk about the tent stakes because as we go through the contents, there's actually equipment in there to build an emergency shelter.
And now we have miniature tools for emergency uses or for regular uses. Now we have 50K cord, is that?
550 cord.
550 cord. I always get confused with that one.
So what do you use the 550 cord for?
You could use it to build an emergency shelter.
Or you can use it to lash things down. It's always good to have cordage.
Yes. Now we have an emergency sleeping bag. Always useful, just in case you're out in the wilderness.
Yeah, and we put that in there because this is a emergency survival kit. So in the event of some type of natural disaster, people are going to be injured. People go into shock. So having a good Mylar sack to keep people wrapped up, contain their body heat until help arrives.
And now we have a headlamp, always useful, hands-free. So now we have a survival knife, always good for building shelter too.
And cutting things.
Now we have toothbrush, toothpaste, always good for personal hygiene, just in case there's any, just in case you're out in the wilderness.
I'll help you out here, man. I'll spread things out.
Thank you. And now we have some duct tape. This stuff is awesome. You can create things out of it, fix things with it, just like in the commercials.
And we actually go through a lot of that. I buy a lot of that to put in emergency kits, and Thor's like always using it to tape his toys back together.
What are creatives? Now we have wipes.
What do you think you use those for?
Going to the restroom.
That's right, or hygiene.
Or hand hygiene too.
Yeah, I mean you go through.
Or cleaning.
Yeah,
cleaning off if you're ever in a power outage.
That's right. So there's the lid to the canteen cup.
Lid to the canteen cup. I'll put that right there. Now we have a survival flashlight or just a regular everyday flashlight. You can use it for light, but I still prefer that better.
And why do we have two in there?
Just in case one of them dies.
That's right, redundancy. One is none, two is one.
And now we have little survival bag matches, fire starters, all of the good fire starting stuff.
That's right. So there's 3 ways to make fire there. There's waterproof matches, a lighter, and a ferrocerium rod, and there's actually a waterproof fuel to start fire.
And now we have another survival knife. Like my dad said, 1 is none, 2 is 1. And now we have spoons, forks, just in case you're ever out in the wilderness and you don't have any spoons or you're eating. Now we have, what is this? Shovel. Always good if you're out in the wilderness, once again. If you need to dig a hole, hide something in there, anything.
Yeah, like if you need to dig a hole to go poo, so you can bury it.
Just like in some of those movies that we watch. Another rape whistle. 1 is none, 2 is 1. And then we have, it looks like, medicine, first aid kit, all of that stuff for if someone gets injured along the journey. What's this here? Now we have 2 bandanas. Always good for if you're in a dust storm. Here in Bakersfield, there's valley fever. Actually, I think here in California too, valley fever. So always good to have bandanas.
And you can also use it. They're cotton material, so you can use it for starting fires. You can use it for treating wounds, and you can use it for filtering water.
I did not know that.
Cool. So is everything out of the dry sack?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and set that to the side on the table. Okay, is there more stuff in the black bag?
It looks like we have a weather blanket.
All right, so emergency blanket.
Very useful. You can use it for all seasons, even outdoor blanket. It can reflect sun. It is very useful.
So what do you think those tent stakes are for and that cordage?
To put this together and make a tent.
Hey, you're pretty smart, dude. You figured that all on your own. Good job. All right, so what else we got in that black bag?
Well, let's open up this pocket, and it looks like we have, let's see what's in here.
Oh, I forgot that was in there, man. Well, open the other end.
It looks like...
That's a emergency survival kit. We'll go through the contents of that later.
Yes.
I forgot that was in there. That thing's cool.
I agree. Looks like you can hold ammunition in there too.
You can hold all kinds of stuff, and it's a waterproof container.
We have, it looks like a pen in here too.
All right.
Always useful to have a pen. And we have a Sharpie.
Yeah.
And looks like that is all.
Okay. Well, hey, let me get this camera back and let me get in front. Well, good job, son.
Thanks.
So the more often you go through this, like, we should probably go through these bags quite often, because these are the bags that I actually built for the church group. So we have several of these bags in stock. If there's ever a local event, instead of somebody going to a shelter and not having any supplies to take care of themselves, we want to equip people with the basic survival gear that they need. So what was missing from the bag?
I don't really know.
So what was missing is food. So again, this is foundational. These are the basic items every survival kit should have, but then you need to personalize the bag. A good example is this first aid kit. The items in here are really personal to our family. So they got ibuprofen, Sudafed, and some meds specific for us. But if this is your own survival kit, you want to have meds that are specific to whatever condition you have. And then food and comfort items.
Correct. So,
if you're going to be stuck in a FEMA shelter because, there's a major earthquake, you're going to be pretty bored. Mm-hmm. So having something like dice or playing cards to kind of pass time.
Or some Legos, always useful. Hot Wheels, anything that you want. It's true, though.
Cool. So again, this video is meant to be educational. I appreciate your help, son. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
So again, our channel's new. It's meant to be an educational channel to give people the knowledge they need to help put together a good emergency preparedness plan, because you want to be prepared before the event. You know, we always tell people, hey, you don't want to take swimming lessons when you're neck deep in water. Same thing with basic emergency preparedness, is identify what your risks are, plan for those risks, and put together a kit and supplies that you need to address that specific event. All right, I think that's a wrap.
Yep.
Good job, dude. I like turtles.
Yep, we like turtles.